to the dark room. I think the absence of 8-Bit Jared and his ridiculous tsunami of optimism. Everybody who was on the panel, it was Bloodberry Tart, me, Sam, and Justin. And I don't think anybody out of the four of us was sugarcoating shit. And so I felt very much not obligated to just constantly hit the chat with haymakers because nobody on the sorry, chat. I didn't feel obligated to hit the entire audience with just a never-ending string of haymakers because the people I was there with, dude, just to get this room over with quickly, the people I was there with overwhelmingly were realistic and pragmatic with their advice. I was hoping that my man would get killed by troll bombs coming out, but it wasn't the case. 1.9 tiers. What? Why? Like, but why though, you know? If I was to ask you why, game, would you answer me? A lot of soul hearts. I gotta say, it does feel good to exercise for the first time in a couple of weeks just because it makes me feel like I've earned food. It feels nice to earn, like, you know, what feels like earn a meal. 1.9 tiers is punishment for golf. Not sure why, but there it is. I mean, that's as good a reason as any, I guess. I guess now's the point in time where we find out that Ed's parents argued over golf and now it's a part of the game. Yeah, maybe the game just could flat out not like me today, and I guess that would be enough. That's got to be something. I mean, I like Cracked Orb fine enough. Especially if we find ourselves with something like IV bag or something along those lines. Yo, Lawford, thank you for the 7-day streak. If I find myself with IV bag or playing out the sack rooms, cool things could happen. Almost kissed that spider. I'm trying to get that out of my system. We're gonna have to do a dark, a Tainted Lost run here today for the first time in a minute. I think I'm trying very hard not to, like, I'm trying to judge distance, and I'm trying, like, if I were to get a run like this, yeah, that's fine. If I was to get a run like this with Tainted Lost, obviously the tiers wouldn't be so bad, but I'm trying to judge distance and kind of get it into my bones again before we, oh my. Trying to get it in my bones again before we try to tackle a Tainted Lost run for the first time in a minute. That worked out. I saw JJ Madison saying in Discord that Vio's chat was being very gremlin-y. And JJ wondered whether or not we were at war with Vio's chat. And I was like, you know, Vio's chat's at 12,000 subs. So yeah, if you'd like to be at war with Vio's chat, I am hyper down for it. Hey, 16 Angry Bears, what's going on? Did I go to the right? I'm just trying to see. Yeah. I have not the foggiest clue where the second secret room is. Not that it matters, I don't have a bomb, but I don't think I'll carry this trinket with me, but I just, first floor. Couldn't hurt. Yo, Thermal Knight, tier 1, 45
cave.
months. Thermal, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you a ton. Oh, I don't like this. Probably should have dropped the trinket before I came in here. Ooh, I didn't know it did that. I would love to get over 5 cents so I can get the IV bag or at least a blood bank on the next floor. Thermal, again, dude, thank you for the 45 months. I can't believe we've been kicking around at this for that long. Been a minute. Alright, well. Is there... It's not a guaranteed bomb in there. Shit. Gonna kind of play fast and loose, chat. I'm getting nothing. Pretzel. There's a lot of dead air at the end of that song. I don't remember where I left off tier-wise, like T-I-E-R, tier-wise. I need several more hearts to make that work. I think I know where the second secret room is, but I don't have the bomb. And I don't have any way to, like, hurt myself to make that open up. Just think about that timeline, too. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. Alright, I think we're fine. I just gotta play... I just have to play Inspired Ball on this next floor. There it is. Oh my. Alright, well, let's do... Let's do this for the moment being. Let's work towards our item room, because our shop's probably near there too. I think it's worth going to the shop for now. Seeing if we can get more options, see if we can get a bomb, see if we can get a soul heart. A lot of stuff going on there that would immediately help this run quite a bit. We'll keep the super magnet with us from floor to floor, but I'm not gonna, like, carry it around. That seems foolhardy. Because it brings in enemies too, so like that's not ideal. As always, I would love PhD. We've seen a handful of pills we can't take. Ooh, you gotta come back and let me know what breakfast was. I had scrambled eggs with a couple of slices of bacon. I also, for a recipe not too far back, grabbed up a bottle of everything bagel seasoning, and I'm kind of obsessed with it, and I'm trying to figure out what else I could put it on. So like I put it on my eggs this morning. I don't remember what I put it on yesterday for lunch. Or not lunch, I guess I didn't have lunch. What did I have for I had something for breakfast. I don't remember. I put it on something yesterday, and I put it on some eggs this morning. That shit's dynamite. Like, it's really, really good. Noodles? What kind of noodles? Like breakfast noodles? I mean, I guess any noodles you eat in the morning are breakfast noodles. Yeah, avocado toast is dead ass what's on the label. So clearly that was very much intended by the manufacturers. Like vegetable udon. Oh, that's true, because it is a very heavy garlic sesame flavor. That's part of the problem that I've been having, is I feel kind of mentally shoehorned into, like, oh, it's gotta be something like bagels. No, you're absolutely right. That's a great point. Yeah. Literally just throw it on Asian cuisine for sure. I was gonna say, Robo Baby, I can't get you closer to him. Used it with my chicken dishes before. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, y'all are onto something there. This is the kind of guidance I needed. I think that's good for now. Just to sort of safeguard myself a little bit. Clearly, we can go ahead and go. We can go ahead and go to our item room, guilt-free. I can't move. Just as seasoning, it's good to add to breadcrumbs. Ooh, I've got a recipe coming up that involves chicken meatballs. I have a recipe coming up that involves chicken meatballs, and one of the complaints I saw in the notes of the recipe blog was that they were like, that's good, the chicken meatballs are a little bland. And I was thinking about putting like some herbs de Provence in it, or something like that. But that everything bagel seasoning might go well in there. Yeah, everything seasoning chicken meatballs. I mean, yeah, like adding it to the breadcrumbs that would go into the meatballs. Yeah. Old Bay would be good too. It's gonna be chicken meatballs inside of a French onion soup sort of mixture. So I think Old Bay would be a little off there. But I actually think just a dash of that everything bagel seasoning in with the chicken meatballs would be really good. Would be really good. Like I said, I was gonna do a little herbs de Provence, but I think that might be better. It is I mean, like, it sucks that that's happening, Ghost Cubby. I am reassured that it is not me. Thank goodness. I don't remember if there was anything money-wise that we wanted to pick up. Multiple curse rooms. Whoop-de-doo. The converter. Whoop-de-doo. Dang, Twitch. I need y'all to sort your shit out. It's not like it's my, like, livelihood or anything. We're gonna once again leave here with plenty of money. Yeah, I bet you it fucks on salads. I've got salads as two of my side dishes this week. What do I have? Well, I went and finally, for the first time in weeks, I did meal planning for the family. What do we got on in store? We've got sheet pan, chili ginger, orange chicken, and broccoli. We have baked crunchy honey buffalo chicken. We have one pot hamburger helper, but healthier. Baked French onion chicken meatballs. And creamy sausage gnocchi. Where'd my magnet go? Hey, that's a tiers upgrade. That's a huge tiers upgrade. For once, Switch Mobile isn't shit in the bed. Thank goodness. I don't think it'd go well with the dish you're talking about. Like a French onion flavoring? You don't think so? I mean, you could be right. I could be wrong. It sounds like it would be good. I don't know. Maybe I'll just stick with the herbs de Provence. I feel like that would go well in there. That's nice and mellow. Yeah, honestly, I could do a half batch one way or the other. That's probably not a good idea. I'll just confuse my sons and they'll get pissed off that half the chicken meatballs taste like one thing and half the chicken meatballs taste like another, even if both the chicken meatballs taste good. That's good. That's a speed upgrade. Yo, D-Blade, what's going on, man? How we feeling today? Not bad. I went to the doctor yesterday and was told that I was too fat. And I was bummed out to hear that, but I also kind of knew that as well. But I did go to the gym this morning. Started tracking calories again. I don't know, so I'm facing the right direction, I suppose. Well, that's huge. Oh, that's huge. Because now we can come in here and get Voodoo Head. It's a pretty big pickup. I need a single bomb from somewhere. Good grief. Got to get you some of that Tony Chakri. Is that right? Am I saying that right? Creole seasoning? I make my own Creole seasoning. Just from, like, I don't, like, have, like, a set recipe where I'm like, oh, I did this. Passed down by my family from generation to generation. But I mean, like, whenever I need my own Cajun or Creole seasoning, I just make my own. And it works out pretty well. Hello, lovely.
Hi. It's warm in here.
Yeah, well, okay, so first of all, I didn't have my mini split on yesterday. Because I was trying to get the room hot so that I could pass the heat off to the upper deck.
Yeah.
But then I also was running it this morning, not realizing I had switched it to heat. Yeah. So it is battling to try to cool things off right now.
Well, as I leave, do we leave the door open with the empty house?
I suppose so.
Circulate a little air?
Yeah. You look cute.
Thank you.
What else is new? More. Good things come in threes. There we go.
Hi, chat. Bye, chat. Have a great day.
Many people say hello.
Hello, hello.
We were trying to figure out things with which we could add the everything bagel seasoning to. People said things like,
obsession?
"Oh, it's just so good," and I just don't want to let it sit there forever. I want to find places to put it. So like packaged ramen was an option because it's very garlic and sesame heavy. Almost any savory noodle dish, they said it goes pretty well. Salads, it goes well on like salads just to kind of zhuzh it up. I was toying with whether or not it would be good in that chicken meatball dish, or if I do like a more herby blend inside of the. I don't know how that would play with like basically French onion soup flavors. I don't know if that'd be too much. One of the complaints in the comments of that recipe was that the chicken meatballs were a little too bland, so I'm trying to find a way to dress those up a little.
Maybe that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, yeah, let me open this door, get you a little ventilation. Off. I love you.
I love you, baby. Bye. Currently been binging on maple sugar black pepper seasoning. Makes my New England ass very happy. That sounds really good. Really good. What the fuck is the Forget Me Now doing here? I mean, yeah, and I guess we'll use it on this floor. Might as well. Hello, fellow NFC East team enjoyer. Well, enjoyer is a strong word. My heart can finally rest on Sundays. Also, thanks for agreeing about the drumstick yesterday. All the love to God's favorite boy, Noah. God. I like, I would feel bad pointing out like, yeah, man, you are kind of shaped like a turkey leg. if we all weren't being equally brutal about like me, I would say being brutal about Justin, but Justin looked great on camera yesterday. Like, Justin looks way better than he did when he moved here because of the work he's put in. But that camera slimmed him up by another 25 pounds yesterday. But yeah, Noah and I looked like we were dressing in children's clothes, and Noah did very much look like a. He's got very skinny legs, and he's got a very robust torso. I am also happy that the NFC East can finally rest. Sad bastard division that it is. I cannot believe that neither one of our coaches got fired. Fucking shocked. Ooh. Oh boy. I'm up here now. Yeah, it's pretty good. That definitely changes this run for the better. Oh my. Oh my. Between having cracked orb and the red key, we're gonna see a bunch of additional items. That's a little nuts. Oh, you're supposed to stay there and die. Ugh. One run day. I don't know, like, I'm excited to get back to Ni no Kuni. What a beautiful game that is. Hell, Amber and Rory want to play Ni no Kuni now that I showed them a trailer for it. I was like, I'm playing a game that Studio Ghibli worked on. And I think Amber is more excited for Rory to play that and for her to watch than, I think Amber's more excited to play that and watch than Rory is to play it. But even then, Rory is excited to play it. Oh, I can't believe I got out of there. But at the same time, like, I do know that, especially when there are things going on that would make me tired normally. For example, getting back from MagFest, I got towards the tail end of Ni no Kuni and just felt, I felt like I could barely keep my head up. I was so tired, because it is like, a lot of it is voiced over, and God do I appreciate that. A lot of it's voiced over, but there's a lot of stuff that I have to read too. And playing games where I have to read dialogue can be kind of exhausting, like a little bit. It's not like, holy shit, man, what a tough day in the coal mines, but it wears on you after a while. Oh my god. Well, I guess we don't get to leave here with the red key unless we get backpack. Oh my god. Man, do I want backpacks so bad. This run's out of control. Yeah, I think Ghibli worked. If I'm correct in my assumption, chat, I think Ghibli worked on character design and some of the animation. It was made by, what was it, Level 5 Studio? I think is the name of the studio. But I think Ghibli worked as a consult on it for sure. That game's super cozy. Yeah, like it's like I am equally entertained. Like I feel like I'm as entertained as you are. Where there are huge swaths of it where it just feels like you're playing a video game version of a movie. Just blow the Costco and take the key. Oh, that's true, as long as I take it on this floor, huh? For some reason I was like, oh, well, we'll take death certificate and we'll take death certificate was what was in my head. We'll take death certificate, and in a couple of floors we'll have a rough idea of what we want to do with it. But what we could do is, oh my god. What we could do is we could just blow it on this floor and then keep on with red key. That's probably the way. You're absolutely right. I was being over ambitious. Whoops. Woo! You! Yo, Night City Raven, nice to have you here. Hi, chat. How are all you cuties? Living, surviving, doing okay, I think. Like I said, the last couple of months outside of the hype challenge, because I kind of took out a payday loan against my audience. The last couple of months out of the hype challenge have been a little stressful because revenue's down, but it's not like the kind of down where I'm worried about taking another job or something like that right now. It's just, you know, I'm having to keep an eye on things, but we've managed to bolster ourselves with all the sponsorships. And if anybody is willing to help me on Call of Dragons, which is free, and HelloFresh, which is deeply, deeply reduced, 50% off your first order, plus lifetime free breakfast items with every order, as long as that subscription is active. Yeah. It's going all right. We're supplementing, keeping our heads above water. Oh my God, you're right. Shut up, chat. Old habits die hard. Kiss my ass. Old habits die hard, man. Whatever. Just because you're right doesn't mean that I have to enjoy that you're correct. Let's see. Yeah, we'll definitely use the death certificate before we leave. Neat. What a small floor. Yo, powdered toast, man. That's right. I killed your dad. Let's peek first. Oh, I've already been in here. That's where the goat head was. I guess. Problem is I don't have a battery charge. I hope there would be combat in there. Am I looking for crawl spaces? They wouldn't be in here. I am looking for crawl spaces, though. I need a battery. I've got ideas. But to make those ideas come to fruition, I need a charge. Gonna take soy milk from death certificate? Oh, man. Read my mind. Perfect compliment. I was sitting here thinking about whether or not I would put my hands on battery items. That feels a little weak sauce, but not terrible. That's not going to count as combat. Think I might check out Pal World? It would have to be a significant amount of money. I'm not really into Ark. I mean, like, Ark's a cool game, but I'm not, like, into Ark. I'm not into Pokemon. There's weird potential, scandalous energy around that game. So, like, if I was super into it, like, if I was just way into, like world management and critter capture and stuff like that, then maybe, but it's not really my cup of tea. And on top of that, like, in order to jump it to the front of the line ahead of all these other games that we have, it would have to be, I mean, like, listen, it's on the table. Money talks and bullshit walks, but it'd have to be the kind of drop that, like, would make me take pause. Oh my god, D-Blade, I forgot all about this clip. What was the creature that we named Noah?
And said, "Shut up, Noah." Shut up, Noah. Somebody
Oh,
paid
a dodo. That
$5
makes
for me
sense.
to say that. TV drops $5 and said, "Shut up, Noah." Shut up, Noah. Somebody paid $5 for me to say that to a pixelated dodo bird version of you, Noah. It just shit. It shit inside the house. Panicking moose. Panicking moose. Your stupid pet Noah just shit on the thatch. Yeah, kick.
Oh, you missed me kicking it. you don't know how long the game will be around. It's true, but again, it's just one of those things where I need to be incentivized to. It would be like, I don't think it's quite the same, but it would be akin to someone coming in and saying, Taffy, are you considering playing Hogwarts Legacy? I don't have a huge dog in the fight. I do have a dog in the fight in that situation. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel fiercely about it. But you would have to genuinely incentivize me having to deal with the headache of people being like, "Oh, you're playing this game? I'm disappointed, Taffy." And I'd be like, "Well, the person who paid me gave me $1,000. Are you $1,001 disappointed?" I did want backpack, but I wanted backpack so I could take death certificate with me. And now that we don't have death certificate anymore, it seems, you know, very whatever. Considering how long the game's been on Nintendo's radar, I don't think there's a high chance they would litigate now if they haven't already. I don't know. It's exactly what Oppenheimer says. Or sorry, it's what Toof says. Probably what Oppenheimer says too, but I haven't gotten to that one. Toof says, Taffy's clearly not interested on a personal level, and the way things are generally work around here is that if you see something, you gotta want to see something, you gotta pony up, and no one's ponied up. Yeah, I haven't seen a single at a time where I've, you know, on a couple of occasions said like it's not time to panic, but revenue has been aggressively low of late. So at a time where that's been the leading narrative of the channel for the last like 6 weeks, 7 weeks, the idea that I'm just gonna suddenly play an oversaturated game that it also happens to be potentially mired in controversy, that also isn't a genre I'm not super into, is low to say the least. Like I said, I don't really have a dog in the fight. I don't really have a huge dog in the fight, but I'm also kind of blessed that I don't have to worry about having a dog in the fight. I don't feel like Taffy should worry about it. Pal World seems to do a good job of blending the genres and making people who like collecting games appreciate the survival crafting and vice versa. But Taffy's not a fan of either. That's well said. Yeah, I mean, like, obviously for me, Kat, like, Hogwarts was never really on the table. I have way too many trans friends. I have way too many trans friends, and I wasn't a big Harry Potter fan. Like, I read the books. You know, I took my kids to the theme park. But, like, me personally, like, it's not one of those... I'm not one of those people who's, you know, shaking my fist at the sky going, my childhood. But yeah, like that was another one where I just dodged a huge bullet where I was like, I don't have any interest in playing that game, so it doesn't really matter. Ooh. Rock Bottom would be fun. I feel like we don't see Rock Bottom very often. Not to change the subject. Hey, Taffy and Chad, hope all of you beautiful souls are having the loveliest of circles around the sun. That's true. Nintendo did send a cease and desist to somebody who reskinned it with Pokemon as a mod, but I mean, it's a moot point. Yeah. I don't mind you asking, Cam Cool, and I don't mind you being passionate about it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want this to come off as me being like, you son of a bitch, how dare you ask about that game? I just don't have a vested interest. It might be a great game, who knows? Might be a terrific game, but I just don't know. You know, it's not a game I'm particularly interested in. I came in right as you said something about Call of Dragons. Yeah, exclamation point COD. I'm sponsored by Call of Dragons right now. I wish they had forced me to play more of it on screen. That sounds so silly, but I liked it so much for a mobile game. Oh, Night City Raven, this is Death Certificate, or as I call it, Isaac Costco. Oh God, right. Boy, Vanishing Twin is not one I feel like I haven't seen Vanishing Twin in a million years. That'd double up our items from here on out. You only get to pick one, and then you get sent back. We had Godhead yesterday, otherwise I'd be kind of about it. Oh, Cyberkai, that's a huge relief. Yeah, Jay the 111. If we're talking about like, hey, why don't you put a down payment on the she shed? I'd be like, all right, I'm listening. Go on. Kaz the dude on a 5-stream streak, thank you so much. Also, Taffy, what type of ammo do pigs use? Ammo. Just curious, not even passionate, just asking since it was the thing right now. I have a tendency to be the guy who doesn't play the thing. Which on some days is a huge buzzkill for me. Because like, you know, these are bad examples. Because one of them kept me from being mired in another round of people flipping the fuck out. And the other one kept me from playing a game when it was at its worst. But like, within a couple of months of each other, The Last of Us 2 and Cyberpunk came out, and I wanted to play both of those. And I even lobbied for chat to give me money to play Cyberpunk the day that it dropped. And chat said, not even $1, fat man. It turned out to be a huge coup because now I get to play it and everybody's excited to see it because it's apparently been patched into a decent place. Much like Witcher when it came out. Apparently Witcher was riddled with problems and then eventually got fixed over time. I will, even if it's on my own time, I will play The Last of Us before the second season of the show comes out. I will not have it spoiled for me by HBO. I have a feeling I'll end up playing that on my own time. But I've also managed to dodge a whole bunch of the bullshit with that game so that I can form my own opinion sort of unfiltered and uninfluenced by the spicy takes of others. Which is really all I want. I just want to be able to play it without being tainted by screaming internet voices. I think I'm gonna take Rock Bottom. I've been wanting to do a Rock Bottom run for a while. There's a lot of good items in here. I mean, every item is in here. You know what I mean, though. But yeah, I'm feeling a Rock Bottom run. Now we can take pills. Now we can take stuff that like, ooh, that's good, but man, that's like, bleh. Yeah, Night City Raven. That item, that death certificate, something else. Yeah, no, I'd never heard of Pal World until this weekend at MagFest. Justin started talking about it, so I've been curious. Like, I haven't even watched a stream of it yet. So I'm curious to check it out at some point, just to see what the hell all the hubbub's about. But yeah, I'm not really in a mad rush to get to it. Salutations, Taffy. I hope that you're all well today. Taffy in chat. Yeah, I can't complain. Yeah, I don't know. I feel even keeled today, which is not always the case. I don't feel terrible today. And that feels like a win. I wondered that, Ralliker, if I go in there with Diplo, if I'm able to take 2 items from Death Certificate, but I have no idea. Should have taken Cursed Eye. Yeah, it is early rock bottom as well. We're only on Caves 1, so we've got all the opportunity in the world to jump our stats up. I'm not going to spoil The Last of Us for you, as I view that as a crime against nature, though it is one of my favorite games. I despise people who spoil games. Yeah, you know, I had I didn't play it up at the time, but I had God of War spoiled for me. I had what else? I had God of War spoiled for me. Somebody spoiled Persona 5 Royal for me. These are all things that, like, I didn't acknowledge them when they said it because I didn't want to give them what they wanted, but it 100% I saw it. You know what I mean? Somebody tried to spoil Red Dead, but, like, telling me that the bad guy who acts like a bad guy is a bad guy was not a huge, you know, was not a huge, like, oh my god, I can't believe it. But, yeah, I've had I think the biggest spoiler I've ever gotten on stream was, a guy who used to do Call of Duty content with us, old Mighty Gamble. He and I thought were, like, playfully adversarial. Like, he'd dunk on me, I'd dunk on him. And then one day I was wrapping up stream at nighttime. This is when I was doing split streams, trying to figure out if I could get away with doing 4 hours in the morning and 4 hours at night. And I basically said, like, oh shit, Game of Thrones is about to come on, and this is back when Game of Thrones was really good. I said, oh man, Game of Thrones is about to come on. Well, chat, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go watch Game of Thrones. And he and I have been going back and forth, and I had gotten him. Like, I was like, I gotcha. Like,
tears down.
Well, thank God that we took rock bottom, because we'd be straight fucked right now. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go watch Game of Thrones. And right as I was getting ready to sign off, he was irritated that I'd landed such a body blow. Just like, you know, I burned him. I burned him pretty good. And he didn't really have anything to fire back. So the thing that he fired back was, hey man, enjoy Game of Thrones. Tonight's the Red Wedding. And then he told me what the Red Wedding was. Literally minutes before I walked away to watch the episode. And I thought he was kidding. Oh, that's the second secret room. I thought he was kidding, and then we got to the end of the episode and the Red Wedding happened, and I went, oh my god, he was not kidding. Shit, that sucks. Yo, Zacabella, what's going on? Yeah, it's a pretty dick move. That's definitely the worst spoiler I've ever had on stream, and it wasn't even video game related. And it was by somebody that I had, like, considered an online friend for a while. This guy was like, imagine if Dave got that mad at Justin, you know? Like, that was kind of the vibe that he and I had. We'll hold off on him. Delicious tears downgrades. I probably shouldn't use those in case I get, like, PhD or something somewhere. So for the most part, I've managed to steer clear. I mean, like, obviously, I have not been able to steer clear of everything in The Last of Us 2, but generally speaking, every time I see a video or, you know, every time I see a video about it, or see a clip about it, or some controversy that, you know, is either real or imagined, I have no idea. I just skip that video on, like, Watch Mojo or What Culture or Outside Xbox or whoever it is. Yo, to Bonkers, you're the best. That's $10 in my pocket. I appreciate the shit out of that. Every dollar counts these last couple of months. So anywhere over here that people are willing to engage is huge to me. Yeah, like that episode of The Simpsons where Homer walks out and goes, I can't believe Darth Vader is Luke's father. And he says it in front of everybody who's in line waiting to go in for the next showing. Exact same thing. Yeah, the only other big spoilers I feel like I've ever hit in this channel are Persona 5 Royal, which I did not say anything about at the time because I didn't want that person to have the satisfaction. God of War, they spoiled the identity of Atreus in the first one. And then Persona 5 Royal was so bad. Persona 5 Royal was so bad because Persona 5 Royal was real bad because let's see what we get out here. I read the spoiler, ignored the spoiler, had one of the mods ban the guy so that he thought that I missed what he said. We banned the guy, and then he came back and followed me, and the user, and we put ourselves into followers only mode. He came back and followed me, and the username he created was the spoiler written out as a username. It was pretty intense. It was a lot of work. My man put in a lot of work to make sure that I saw who the bad guy was at the end of Persona 5 Royal. And then, yeah, we made fun of, like, we roundly mocked the Red Dead Redemption 2 guy who was just like, was it, Johnny McVillain is the villain. And I was like, no shit, really? Johnny McVillain? I fucking never could have seen that coming. Queeb tried to tell me that those card uses on Rock Bottom didn't stick around permanently, but I think they do. Oh, yeah, no, I do. I think they do, unless it leaves this floor, but I don't think it does. I think you only get to pop them once. Oh my. Let's see what's in here first. Get out of here, you fool! Listen here, you little pecker. You think I won't headbutt you to death? Because I will. I will fucking headbutt you to death. Otherwise, I think I've had pretty good luck when it comes to dodging shitty people trying to spoil games for me. I can't think of any other instances where that happened. I was gonna watch that later tonight, Taffy. Damn. How much? What's funny, Darknet Magic, is I didn't have any existing relationship with that guy. Yo, there it is. Oh, shit. There's the pop. Thank you so much to Bonkers. I can't even begin to tell you how much that helps. It helps twofold, right? When something like that pops, when something like that dings, I get basically rewarded twice. One is that I impressed the company that hired me to do the promotion, and they bring me more sponsored time, but also I get the immediacy of the payout. So it's a double-edged sword of helping a brother out. So I appreciate that. I saw a lot of that for the Dark Souls 3 and the ending when it was released. Yeah, I had no interaction with that guy before he came in and started popping spoilers. Like, he didn't come in and go like, hey everybody, how's he enjoying the game? And I was like, shut up, idiot. Like, literally the first words out of his mouth were, this person's the bad guy. And when I dodged it and he thought I didn't see it because one of the mods banned him, he came back with a new Twitch account and the username was so-and-so is the big bad. Taffy, someone did that with the new Star Wars trilogy. Brizzy got an @ from Han Solo dies with just the comment. Brizzy got Persona 4. For a guy who loves Persona as much as he does, Brizzy got Persona 4 spoiled for him, where somebody dead ass got by mods before Brizzy saw it in chat. We're on an ad break, so I should stop. he got by somebody who was trying to get him in chat, and later on he went to Discord to just sort of check on things and found that the person had tracked him down on Discord and sent him a private message. Yeah, apparently he was like a day or two into the game and saw the spoiler and fucking noped out and uninstalled it. Yeah, this person was worried that he had not seen the spoiler, so they went and dropped him DMs on Discord. And we all know how much, I mean, like, how aggressively Brizzy enjoys Persona gameplay. Yeah, I managed to get through Persona 4 without even an inkling. Like, like I said, I feel bad that I had to kind of mislead you because I had Persona 5 spoiled for me, and I just didn't want to give that creep the satisfaction. But I genuinely had no idea, other than my own inclinations, which proved to be correct. I genuinely had no idea going into the end of Persona 4. I thought that we're in an ad break, so I figured now would be a good time to sort of just hold still so that people who are seeing ads aren't getting punished. We're in the process of talking about how Brizzy's had kind of a raw deal going through it. Oh my. Now he could just opt out, and if he just opts out, then you're more than welcome to crash in my room. I should probably reach out to him and just see now that the planning phases have started. But yeah, if he opts out, man, then I'm 1,000,000% fine with you being my roomie in San Diego. Matter of fact, let me ding him now. Has Twitch gotten back to you regarding the hype challenge rewards or any of that? They haven't. I am not 1,000,000% certain. Because I don't, like I said, I don't have a partner manager anymore. I'm not 100% certain who I contact. I guess I just do like a standard Twitch partner help email. Open a ticket with them, I suppose. So lame. I raised $30,000 in a week and they have no one who can take my calls, you know? Like, what a kick in the balls that is. Holy shit. What a room. Yeah, like, Justin and I were talking about that. Like, I was the first North American channel to finish the hype challenge, and they didn't even tweet about it. Like, the fuck ever, man. You know? Yeah, now this is a hyper secret rare shop. You're not wrong, chat. This is something else.
I found pills.
Yeah, like I have not seen. I've seen one email talking about booking front page time, but I have not seen an email talking about like redemption of physical items, when they should be mailed to me, when I can expect them. Let me know. Any hotel near that place that isn't sold out is $600 a night, so I've mentally checked out. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. That would be a pretty decisive thing for me as well. I still regularly think about how in the wake of my subathon, my grandma was so excited for me because it meant it would open doors with Twitch. And I had to be like, nope, nobody there gives a fuck about me. I don't want to say that I got my hopes up because I'm, nobody's ever painted me as an idealist. But there was definitely a part of me that's like, we've been up to this for a while. Like, we've been at this for a while. We've pulled this kind of memey shit for a hot minute. And it just, like, there was a part of me that I guess hoped that this would be the thing that would draw their attention, That this would be the thing that would finally, like, make them look up and go, fuck me, what is going on with this old fat man's channel? Yet. It did not. Didn't they just lay off a bunch of people at Twitch? Yeah. What was it, 500? They just laid off, what, like it was like a third of their staff or something like that? I don't know if those stats are right. Is it plausible to say that they do not, in fact, have enough people to answer your call? I mean, they could just get a receptionist on it if you want. I mean, like, that's the thing, right? Is that, like, Justin and I used to have partner managers, but now, when Justin and I had partner managers, when Justin and I had partner managers, there were about 28 to 33,000 partners. And as you saw with the Twitch data leak, not all of them are making money. Sad to say, you know? The overwhelming majority of Twitch partners are not making minimum wage. And that was during flush times. That was during times where I couldn't help but accidentally make money. It felt like, Justin and I have talked about it, 2019 to 2022, there were stretches of time where the amount of money I made felt like I was doing something illegal. And even during those times of like stimulus checks and people being stuck at home, even during those times, you had the overwhelming majority of Twitch partners not making enough money to live. Now there's what, like 66,000 partners, and they've dumped like 1,000 Twitch staff in the last year and a half. Yo, I don't know who you are, but you just put $10 in my pocket, so I want to kiss you on the mouth consensually. Thank you. So it's not just that they have fewer people, but they also, they set standards for partnership. They set standards for partnership, and I'm glad. I like the clarity, you know? I like that people don't have to worry about what kind of mysterious circumstances they have to meet in order to be partner. But now they've got like 66,000 partners and half the people to deal with them. Yo, Zenestro, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, D-Blade, like, I would really like to get that Delta gift card because honestly, if I'm not paying for the hotel and I'm not paying for the badges, I kind of want to upgrade my flight to first class. It just makes it makes such a huge difference when you're a bigger dude. I got broad shoulders, and it makes a world of difference when you get from one coast to the other in the United States on a whole day of flying, and you just get to the place where you're going and you feel like refreshed and light on your feet as opposed to just feeling dragged. Like they set up the challenge, they expected no one to succeed and are pissed about it. I don't know. I feel like they set it up as an idea and they got it rolling and they walked away before it was finished. Like, I just don't think they had any plan in place for what they would do if people hit it. I think that they hoped/expected people to hit it, but I don't think they had any plan in place to celebrate the people who did. Because to my knowledge, I was not the only one, but I didn't hear shit all about the other person either. From what I understand, there were two of us who closed that thing out. But the only reason I know that is because chat told me. It is not because I found out from Twitch. Hey, here's a complete list of everybody who finished our hype challenge. Holy shit. Good job, everyone. Twitch replied to my tweet about beating the hype challenge. That was all they did. That account said, congratulations, and I'm sure some social media person triple checked my name to make sure they weren't spelling it wrong. Congratulations, MCLAFFYTAFFY. Check it again. MCLAFFYTAFFY. One last time. MCLAFFYTAFFY. All right, what a stupid name. Congratulations, McLaffy Taffy. Your community is awesome and you should be very proud. But they didn't tweet, they didn't quote tweet me and put that on the main page. They just replied to my tweet and they're like, oh, you should be very proud. Thanks to Champion and I'm sure others, but I'm not surprised that one of the other channels that cleaned up is one of Champion's new haunts over with Simper Turtle. But thanks to Champion, Simper Turtle cleaned up during the hype challenge, and he and I have kind of become chummy since TwitchCon. He and I have kind of become chummy since TwitchCon, and he was like, "Oh yeah, man, they sent out an email about when you should expect all your items to be fulfilled." And I was like, "I didn't get that." I've gotten some emails about, like, I got the virtual cards, like the Steam gift card and the DoorDash gift card. But I have not seen a single email about receiving my like big ticket or physical items to the point where I'm like, fuck, I hope I ever see them. If champion gifting subs to all of Twitch staff doesn't get their attention, I don't know what will. You're not wrong. Yeah, congratulations, Mac, Laffy, Taffy. Shit! I swear to God, I proofread it. It doesn't matter. Nobody knows who the fuck that guy is. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, I don't know, man. My audience and, like, the caliber and kindness of my audience is the only reason that I'm able to come in here in a relatively jubilant mood every day. Because if I'm being real, chat, if I'm being real, the platform I stream on does not make it easy to be excited day in and day out. Yeah, so I felt so bad for the Twitch staffer who was running that. I feel bad I've already forgotten his name, because he hasn't been back here since. But he was like, oh, not to spoil it, but there's a pretty sweet animation if you happen to get to level, whatever, 10, 15. And then somebody gifted 30 subs and went, is it as cool as this one? And he was like, you may want to temper your expectations a little bit. Raymond, that's it. Oh, God, I wonder if he even works there anymore. Does anybody have his Twitter profile? Somebody internet sleuth and see if he's still employed. Not to be the doom guy, but I wouldn't be shocked if the people running that thing got let go. Yeah. That's what you guys. I was just thinking the same thing. That is the kind of thing where, on principle, I'd spend $5,000 in legal fees to get $2,000 worth of gear. Just to let Twitch know I don't fucking appreciate it. I'll take a cube of meat. And then it's the most limp dick animation imaginable. I kind of missed the confetti. I spent a long time trying to figure out which scenes I had the hype challenge up in. Let's see, I might still have one. Hold on. No. I think I got rid of it on all of them. But every once in a while I would switch scenes and I would just find it somewhere else, and I would know it was there because I'd click in and go, yay! And the confetti would fly everywhere, and I'd be like, oh, fuck, that's still here. Programs manager? I think so. Oh, so Raymond managed to dodge the axe. Eden ruined the book? That's not a bad call. Sorry, my brain is not on the run. Y'all got me talking shop. There's no reason not to do that. Ugh. I mean, you don't know until you do it, but still. Flight would be good. When isn't flight good, though? Dude, it's still giga hot inside this room.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
I don't know exactly what would hurt me, but still. Azot says, hey man, thanks for the panel at MagFest. That was awesome. I genuinely, and I hope it doesn't sound insincere, I'm always happy to help. I have a tendency to be the guy who's like, you're probably not gonna make it because statistically I shouldn't have made it. None of us should make it, but somebody's gotta make it. But once we get past that, like once we get done saying that on the panel, we follow it up with, all right, well, if you've not been discouraged by me being an asshole, then let me tell you what might help you along your way. Do I want that? Over the red key? I don't think I do. What I can do, though, is this. I can come out here. Pop that. At least. What do you got? Yara. I'll take Yara. Moon card, probably not so useful. And then I think we just... Oh, I didn't have any batteries chilling anywhere, did I? Damn. The number of people that have been banned recently, that have been banned before I've even had a chance to see what got them banned. Good grief. There's been a couple of those this week. Anyway. Yeah, it's been, like, I love talking shop. I love talking to people who are passionate about what they're doing. If me saying the odds are stacked against you is enough to sway you and make you stop, then it's probably for the best. But for the people who are just like, nah, this shit's in my blood, I gotta do it. Once you get to that point, then at that point, it's like, holler at me. At that point, it becomes, I am genuinely very happy to talk shop. But I always feel like it's important to try to dissuade people early, because it is a relentless, unforgiving obsession. If you want to make it to the place where you're getting paid enough to live, it ruins parts of your life. And you have to kind of just be okay with how much it can ruin parts of your life. And so I don't want anyone doing that. I don't want anyone going into that half-cocked, you know? Once they get to the point where it's like, I'm okay with letting this consume me in an unhealthy way, I have to do this, or I don't know, you know, telling me to not do this would be akin to telling me not to breathe. Then at that point, I feel like I can help. And I don't ever gatekeep any information, because I don't see the point. You being successful doesn't mean that I get fewer viewers. Quite the contrary, Bloodberry Tart getting successful has led to me getting viewers. Yeah, racist name, bad comment. Yeah, that's an easy see you later, alligator. Rather get talked to plain, especially when I'm looking for outlets for creativity and not a second job. Felt legit honest. If you're looking for a creative outlet, then this is great. Yeah. That's awesome. That's the exact reason that I started content creation, was just as a creative outlet. I tried to get this point across while I was at MagFest. But the point that I wanted to make was, when I started doing this, there was no money to be had. Yeah, there was no money to be had. There was only the love of the game. So I've definitely seen a handful of people recently who are just like, I just want to be ninja. And I'm like, yeah, well, fucking me too, man. And I have a 10-year head start on you, and I'm still not there. So I don't know what you want me to tell you. Scanning. Yeah, rising tide lifts all ships. That's certainly how I feel about it. Soul of Samson might stick around. Let's pop it and see what happens. I was saying too, I can't remember if I think I might have been saying it on Justin's channel last night when we were... I have to imagine that sticks around. That's pretty smart. I think I was saying this on Justin's channel last night, that the number of people that I've seen at like panels and stuff who have said things that kind of break my heart for them, where it's like, I want to be a streamer so bad, but I got a hang up. And I'm like, oh yeah, what's the hang up? And they're like, I don't like talking in front of people, and I don't like being in front of a camera, and I'm not very good at video games, and I'm like, you might have a long road to hoe. I'm not really sure how I help you. That's a pretty extreme version of it, but I mean, like, there are a handful of people who are just like, how do I stream, but I don't want to do anything like what most successful streamers do, and I'm like, I don't know. Power Bozo Lynch, what's going on? Yeah, I mean, overwhelmingly, Justin makes a great point, is that overwhelmingly, people are just looking for someone to tell them to start. You know, they're just looking for the affirmation, and Justin was really good about telling people that. I was good, like, my thing is, I'm usually pretty good about telling people to do it for the right reasons. I tell people the same thing that I tell you guys, which is, you know, you gotta have a reason for getting your ass in the chair that has nothing to do with getting rich or famous. And then Justin was really good about saying, like, the only thing you have to do is hit start streaming. You don't need any, oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. You don't need anyone's blessing. You don't need anyone's permission. Just go. And if you're genuinely committed to figuring it out, you'll figure it out. And sometimes I feel like I lose sight of that, so it was nice to have that. That was a, I love Jared the 8-bit drummer. He is one of the nicest guys in the industry, but I do feel like we had a really good panel for practical, sensible, pragmatic advice, applicable advice. I didn't see. Did it stick? I bet you it stuck. Wednesday, you spoil me. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, taking risks is scary. You're not wrong. I don't know why it was a no-brainer for me. Like I said, no money to be had. I just wanted to do it so bad that, like, I get every bit as, what's the word? I get every bit the stage fright that most people get. But for whatever reason, when it came to this, like, you know, I get stage fright bad if I go to, like, TwitchCon or MagFest or PAX. If I'm gone for like a week, when I come back, I feel like I've never done it before. So I still get stage fright as much as anyone else, but that, like, it was never enough to slow me down on this. Like, I had to do this. Ooh, I should have been hit there. And away. I think it's possible to do stuff where the only risk is pride, not talking about, like, relying on it as a full-time once you're already in it. But, like, most folks are just really worried about looking silly. It doesn't cost anything to stream, but time. I mean, you're absolutely right. We talked about that last night, as I've said on any number of occasions. Like, Justin was saying, man, I really wish I could take my stream setup to the gym. And I was like, wow, you are built different than me. Because I've said on any number of occasions that working out for me, I'm so self-conscious about looking weird or having people critique my form, and, you know, I'm already so in my head about working out while I'm working out. But yeah, I've said on any number of occasions I'd rather masturbate on stream than work out in front of you. But Justin was like all willy-nilly, just like, oh yeah, I wish I could. I was like, not me. That is for you and not me. It'd be the same as if I was like asked to sing on stream. I don't think I could do that either. Not like genuinely, not like with sincerity where I actually tried to like belt notes and stuff. Like Twitch sings, the whole karaoke setup that they had going on, I couldn't have done that. Masturbation's the type of exercise. It's more a sprint than a marathon. I'm very good at it. I'll take lodestone and just get out of here. It's already really hard to look good while at the gym anyway. I don't know. I've seen, like, you know, a couple of men and women. I'm trying not to be a creep while I'm at the gym. The last thing I want is for someone to feel uncomfortable because I'm working out near them. But I've seen a couple of people, especially recently, who look just fine at the gym. There's a lady in the gym today that I was like, what the hell? What right do you have looking this good? While I meanwhile look like I'm constantly fighting off a fucking heart attack. Now that my trainer doesn't have to use his professional voice since we're not at the gym, I think the things he said would get my chat to losing their mind quickly, so it's not worth streaming. That's rough. That's rough. That's partially like the same reason that I never invited my dad on stream. It's a big ass floor. It's like part of the reason I've never invited my dad on stream is like, I love my dad to death, but I have zero doubts that at some point he'd say something where I'd be like, well, I'm gonna spend a month apologizing for that. Thanks, Pa. Good shit, bud. Hannity tell you that? Alright, thanks for passing that on to us. I'm hopeful that there's like a handful of items in the shop. We get along, but the man really hates liberals and I just don't want to deal with that in a chat. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I got a streamer who's like that. And his name is HC Justin. Fucking got him. Outed. No, I've got a streamer friend who's like that. That I like the person and he likes me, but never in a million years could I stream with him. Ooh, I like sulfuric acid. Never in a million years could I stream with him because I feel like the way he conducts himself, my audience in particular would just be like, what the fuck is this guy's deal? It's a streamer who like reminds me of my dad, who just sort of like very much carries himself like an 80s comedy. And I'm like, a lot of those did not age well. So Justin, I'll throw this. I think we've actually talked about this. I'll probably just use this die shard in the devil deal. What is OMS? I might use it there. I'm gonna use it there. Like, I genuinely don't think any of this helps me. Oh, it does. Look at that.
Isaac.
Oh, Seth. Old man Seth. Seth is... I feel like we've only gotten to know Seth this year. Gotta go this way. Ugh. Well, I mean, it'll help us for the next floor, and then we can get rid of that health. OMS Taffy would be a train wreck you could not look away from.
The world.
Enough of Joey Swole that I don't think I could ever film it would never be comfortable. And we dropped frames there for a second, chat. I couldn't tell you why. Not a lot. We dropped 725 frames and we stopped, but yeah, for a split second there, that was 100% me. That could be Twitch's ingest server. Like, it still might be Twitch, but that registered on my end, but it looks like it's mellowed out now. It's like, hello? Oh my god, right. It's like Justin's, IRL streaming rig yesterday just kept crapping out for reasons only known to it. I'd really like to just kind of get Guppy and get the hell out of here. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, did you ever figure out what those 3 beeps were all about? Justin's IRL streaming rig last night kept beeping 3 times and then cycling itself off and then cycling itself back on. And we were trying to figure out what in the hell that was all about. I was wondering if you like pulled up the motherboard and figured out what that noise was all about, like what warning that was. Yeah, Rosary's fine. No, I gotta look at it. Fair. Guppy, Guppy, Guppy. No Guppy. I don't really want to do that.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Ow. Oh, now I want to do that. Hold on. Wait a tick. Yo, Great Jug, tier 1, 29 months. Good morning, Candyman. Good morning, chat. Hell yeah, Great Jug. Nice to have you here. Thank you for the 29. Top Golf Tuesday prices were great. We had a good time last night. Big shout out to NL for coming up off the top of the dome with that one. That was a good ass call. Yeah, the Top Golf stream was fun. That's one of those things where it cracks me up because that's definitely the kind of thing where I think to myself, man, I don't want to be embarrassed in front of everybody with my bad golf form. And then I realized that, like, we're just 3 chuds out there swinging away, and that it's no big deal, and just to enjoy it. And that's, I'm not often able to do that, but I think the combination of the activity, because it is basically like glorified. So, some people were asking about it last night. I'll show you a much more in-depth sort of look at what we're dealing with Top Golf here in a second. But the activity and the people that I'm with and just kind of the general vibe of it all is a very easy way to spend an evening. It is. It's like bowling. I compare it to like skee ball, except with golf clubs. Oh my. I'm gonna get items going here. Maybe. I mean, if this guy ever pays out. A-hole. Talking about Top Golf, it's like you're trying to summon Noah. You guys ever want to, like, actively premeditate a crime on Twitch? Anybody know what kind of hybrid truck I should buy? I would kill if anybody could just tell me what startup D&D podcast I should be watching these days. But alas, nobody seems to have a good one. I've been to Topgolf one time, the only way I could even hit the dang ball was to bend way forward and hit it like a baseball. As long as you don't look that awkward, I would say you win. I had a good ass time last night for sure. Yo, somebody hit level 12. It really has taken y'all the full week to hit level 12. This Call of Dragons city leveling is not mucking about. Thank you all so much. I'm running out of options here. Just kind of go into it a little bit. Come on, dude. Let's just do this. Red heart? Wow. Is that is a red heart. What is this guy's problem? Why is he so tight? Did you play the Angry Birds game? No, we were talking about that would probably be more conducive to how we play, which is just to smack the shit out of the ball. No, we were playing the sort of skee ball version. I'll show you guys. Some people were asking about it last night, but we couldn't really move the camera to show it to people. So I'll see if I can't showcase it with just the internet here in a second. All right. Dude. It should not be this hard to come up. Should not be this hard to come up with red hearts. Oh, nice. Yeah. I mean, like, it obviously isn't my rig, but I'm genuinely interested to hear what the answer is.
The Hierophant.
Come on. Last one. Oh, this prick. Okay, hold on. Maybe we'll get some health over here. Get out of here, Blastocyst. Nobody likes you. I want both of those. So I think I'd take both of those. There's flight, thank God. Whatever, we'll just do this up and get the hell out of here. Tired of trying to make this guy. Who does number 2 work for? Not me, apparently. That was not as sexy as I wanted it to be, but I think we can be done with Red Key at this point. I'm down with that. I'll leave here with Flip. I don't even know how many pedestals we're gonna have left, but we'll see. I should go back and grab... Where'd it go? I don't know. That's fine. Yo, Meat Shield, thank you for the streak. Appreciate it. It's a long run. Right. Topgolf. So when you're out there, here's the range, more or less. I wish they were staggered like this. You got little holes, big holes, etc. Everybody's in a bay. And if your ball goes into the netting of any of these, you get points. And the closer to the pin, the more points you get. And there's also a trench down here at the end where if you manage to hit the ball all the way to the back netting, you'll likely get points. So for those of you who were asking, like, how does this work? How are you guys scoring points? It's basically like skee ball. Like, you're just trying to put the golf ball into all these different... But we just whack the living shit out of it. And wherever it goes, it goes.
Hey, man, those are bits.
But yeah, there's the trench that Noah hits it into more often than not. This is about 210 yards away. And then you're trying to get it into all these as well if you can. Man, they got the, you know, we were lucky enough to get the couches last night. I wish they'd put sports up here. The one that we went to, there was 2 screens at the end and they had gymnastics and advertisements. But I would have liked it if they got sports up here, but instead it's just constant advertisements for Topgolf, and it's like, bro, I'm already here. Like, what more do you want from me? Noah drops 100 bits and says, there's a trench there. Who would have known? Fucking this child with his big only child energy. What's going on, dude? Just telling people what a good time we had last night. Is gymnastics not a sport? Nah, I don't mind that. I just don't have any interest in watching it. There was a college basketball game on last night. College basketball is also a sport, but I don't care about college basketball until March. Like I was saying last night, there was definitely a part of me that was hoping that, like... I mean, obviously not playoff football, because it's just not the right time for it, but, like, I was hoping that something would show up. Oh, I can't get in there anymore. What a bummer. I care about gymnastics during the Olympics, and I care about college basketball during March, and that's about it. How the fuck do you golf in heels? At what point does this go from, huh, neat streak to, well, that's embarrassing? Well, unfortunately, this will only count for 1 win. I had a blast last night, to be honest. I do wish they had a heat map. I would have liked to have seen, I mean, like, poor Justin, man. Every single ball he hit for a while there was shanked off to the right. And then I had a round where I couldn't hit anything that wasn't in the corner. I'm genuinely surprised that with your, like, user profile, they don't give you heat maps. I wasn't even looking. What are you? Doesn't matter. You did great, Mom. Everyone's super proud of you. What did I get? Like, oh, I got conjoined. I was like, what was that, Leviathan? Alright, I don't care. I'm leaving. I gotta pee. What do you have against flexible people, Taffy? They would never have sex with me. That's... Listen. I promise you, I'd be way more into gymnasts and gymnastics if I could just get one... If during my 20s, my early 20s, I could have just gotten one, Cirque du Soleil performer to give me the time of day. But they all knew better. I don't know which one of you preemptively clued them in, I don't know which of you told them off, but I don't appreciate it. Hyperflexibility makes your joints hurt all the time. I've never had to worry about it. I am the world's stiffest lad. My joints are made out of rebar. I am, like, honestly, that's part of the reason I feel like I have to get my life in order. And once I feel like I've got a pretty decent, routine pulled together, I need to look into yoga in a pretty bad way. I am useless when it comes to flexibility, and I gotta admit, it's every bit, like, I don't doubt that being hyper flexible you know, is the kind of thing that probably has drawbacks that I can't possibly conceive. I'm sure that's the case, but I have been rigid and stiff my entire life. Get the fuck out of here, Krampus. Nobody likes you. I have been rigid and stiff my whole life, and it is no walk in the park either. Damn, cat, that sucks. I hate that. God, game, might I interest you in giving me Guppy's head and we can just call it? Hello? Magician's gonna be pretty good.
Two of spades.
Scanning. As soon as I get out of here. Hello? I'm not playing around. You guys can stand there. Play tiddlywinks, whatever it is you want to do, but I'm out of here. I think you're doing great, bud. Can you touch your whole back? Oh no, I have a hard time wiping my ass these days. I gotta lose weight just so I can get flexible enough like to reach the small of my back. Some of these are terrible. Hold on. Oh no! Stupid Guppy's collar. There we go. Yeah, for now. And now I come back to seek my revenge! What does this spacebar do? I'll let you just read. Entering a room, well, I'll read it. Entering a room with pedestals, there's a ghostly second item. Basically, it gives you the opportunity to switch between, like, if you've got 2 items in a room, there's technically 4, because you can take the first 2 items and then hit flip, which is your spacebar item, and then it reveals 2 ghostly mirage items that were behind it. It's a very good item. But I don't think I'm gonna get any pedestals on this floor. So I'll go ahead and just take the nail. Like, I don't think these don't count because they came out of chests. So it works with devil deals. I think those technically count as pedestals, but it doesn't work with items that come out of chests, which is a bummer. It's plenty powerful, but it's much better early on. Yeah. Meh. Do they turn into pedestals when you leave the room? I don't know. Let's try it. I don't think so. I mean, it turns into a pedestal when you leave the room, but, like, there's no ghostly item hiding behind it. Just to be 100%. Yeah. Yeah, nothing. But we scienced it. That's what I'm saying, is I just don't think it's useful now. It was pretty useful for a couple of floors. But for right now, yeah, I think it's run its course. I think it's run its course. Just show me the map. I need to pee so bad. Sure. I forgot we picked up Little Horn. 'Cause you had a bad day. You had a bad day. We're about to hit an ad break, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish the floor. There's no stats. No stats you get for that. I haven't seen the Bob transformation in a minute. Oh my god, it's exactly what I wanted. Unreal. It's fine, it's whatever. God, a theme is super useful in a room like that. Almost never see astral projection. I am in fact hitting like a truck. It's just it's my comeuppance. Because the next run's gonna be a tainted lost run and I'll get absolutely dumpstered, I can feel it. I think you're doing great, Mango Santa. I can't wait to give you a positive peer review. Five stars, would murder again. Very pleased with my experience. I would have done delirium. I would have done delirium. This is a good one. This is a fun run.